Hey knitters, it's Wednesday. Actually, it's Tuesday, and Danny at this point in time has not posted her video, and so if I talk about anything that Danny has already talked about, I'm just gonna apologize now. I have to turn in a project tomorrow, and like last time, I was at the school until 11:30. I'm not planning on doing that this time, but I just want to film this now in case something happens tomorrow. So first I'm going to talk about knitting. I haven't really been knitting very much. I started a project for the swap that I can't say anything about because if I told you anything about it, the person who I have would totally know that it was for them. And it's coming along. It's probably halfway done with the knitting part, and then there's a little bit of after with stuff that I can't even say, so I'm just gonna stop talking. Also on the knitting, Jenny challenged all of us on Twitter to yarn bomb something, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically, it has lots of different names, but it's where you cover like a public thing, a landmark, a statue, a stop sign, a bench, or whatever in yarn, in knitting or crocheting, and I think this is really cool, and I've posted some pictures on Tumblr and stuff of this, and I've actually been thinking about doing this for about a week, and I'm trying to figure out where in my city would be a good place to do this, because I can't off the top of my head think of any like statues or anything that's like really like central. So, but I'm definitely planning on doing this, and I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait to see what the other knitters do and how they do it. Next, I want to talk about sign language. Michael did a totally awesome job signing, but I do just want to point out a few things, and obviously I'm not going to ramble too much about it, because if you want to know how to sign, you should take a class. I don't claim to be an expert in this. I'm only like a beginner student, but, well, at this point intermediate. But there's ASL, American Sign Language, is its own language and therefore has its own grammar and sentence structure and all of that. And while Michael's signs were correct, his order was incorrect. And I mean, that's fine. He doesn't know. I'm not like saying that he did a bad job. I think it's cool that he took the initiative to learn, but I don't want to say like go learn all the signs you want and just put them together however you want, because that's not really signing. Sorry, my computer's bouncing. The language, there's different like forms of sign language, and what Michael did is closest to something called sign exact English, where you sign every single word that you say in the order that you speak it. And in ASL you don't do that. You don't put the or a or to or the tenses of verbs or anything like that into ASL. And Miera did this too a while back. She called me a toilet, and she said you are a toilet, and if you wanted to call someone a toilet, you would just say you toilet. So there's just a little grammar note about that. Okay, I'm done rambling, and that brings me to the sign of the day. And I'm sorry I wasn't very creative on this today. I was trying to think of something that went along with like what I was talking about, and I couldn't think of anything. So the sign of the day is pirate. Pirate. Yeah, like the eye patch. And I looked for the sign for ninja, because I was going to ask you like pirates or ninjas, but I couldn't find a sign for ninja. And then I was going to look up zombies or unicorns, and again I couldn't find a sign for zombies or unicorns. I'm sure there are signs for these words, but obviously the dictionaries I have and dictionaries online aren't going to have every single word in the universe. Next, I'm going to talk about challenges. I have on my list 2 here, but I have a feeling that I've forgotten some, so if there was something else I was supposed to answer or do, leave it in the comments. Sorry that I forgot if I did. Meteor asked me what was the best costume that I saw at the Half-Blood Prince movie showing. And there weren't a whole lot of costumes that I saw. Most people were, you know, like, they had like a scarf or maybe the tie. Or I saw a lot of t-shirts that said Wanted Bellatrix Lestrange on them. I think that's like a Hot Topic shirt. Anyways, but I did see a kid who was probably like 8 or 9. I mean, he was pretty small, who had like a full-fledged Dementor costume on, like black sleeves, long touching the floor, hood with like this meshy thing over his face so you couldn't see his face at all. And like his mom was like holding his hand because he could barely see in the dark movie theater. And I just thought that was dedication, that he like was walking around half blind at the movies. I'm sure he took the hood off for the movie because I can't see how he could really watch it with that on. But that was my favorite, especially because he was so small. I don't know. And Michael asked me about my favorite Harry Potter related knitting that I have done, and I would have to say the Harry Potter finger puppets. Those are crocheted. I made them for the subscriber prizes, and I also have knit them or crocheted them for like presents for my friends, and I also have several for myself. And they crochet up really fast and easy, and they're, you know, cute and Harry Potter, and what could be better than that? And I do have several other Harry Potter related craft items, but those are my favorite. This week I'm going to do an actual challenge and not a question, and it's not Harry Potter related. So I challenge whoever I roll to name 3 songs and like the artist who sings them or band or whatever that are like your favorite of the summer, or like that are your obsession right now. And you don't have to play them for us, just put them in the sidebar, tell us about them. So yeah, just 3 of your like favorite songs at the moment, not of all time. That was on the corner. Oh no! 1, Jenny. That about wraps up my video. I will see Michael tomorrow. Keep faith. Keep each other safe. Good night.